The Canada Dental Care Plan is now rolling out to more Canadians, including Canadian seniors and retirees. And in this video, I'm going to talk about who can apply to the Canada Dental Care benefit as of January 2024, what the timelines are for the plan to be rolled out to more Canadians as the spring wears on, what the process is to apply, what you can expect in terms of coverage, and the action steps that you can take if you want to make yourself available to the Canada Dental Care Plan. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Mark Walhout, and I created this channel to share ideas and concepts that I'm using to help people with retirement every single day. If you want to get more videos like these, consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you're alerted when new videos are posted. So we'll start with who can now apply to the Canada Dental Care benefit. So let's maybe step back from the timelines. We'll talk about who can apply. Who is this benefit for? It's for Canadians who currently do not have access to dental care insurance, families who have a net family income of less than $90,000 per year, are Canadian residents. You have to be a resident of Canada to take advantage of the benefit, and you have to have filed your 2022 Canadian income tax returns. Now, keep in mind, if you are a retiree and you're looking at that family net income number, know that even if you are taking in cash flow of more than $90,000 per year, keep in mind that not all income sources are taxed the same. So things like old age security, Canada Pension Plan, private pensions, RSPs, and RIF withdrawals will contribute to income, but withdrawals from things like tax-free savings accounts and GIS payments are tax-free. So now we'll go to when can you apply. Now what they're doing is they're rolling this benefit out throughout the spring, and they're sort of going in descending order of age. So if you are currently aged 87 or above, as of December of 2023, the application process has opened for you. For people who are age 77 to age 86, starting in January of this year, you can apply for the benefit. And right now they're rolling out availability of the benefit to people who are 72 to 76. Seniors who are aged 70 or 71 will be able to apply in March of 2024. And starting in May of this year, seniors who are age 65 to age 69 will be able to apply. If you are a Canadian and you have a valid disability tax credit, so if you're currently in receipt of the disability tax credit, starting in June, you can apply for the benefit. So by the time that the summer of this year rolls around, most people who are of retirement age in Canada will be eligible to apply for the benefit. And the way that you do apply, now we'll talk about that process. So what does it take if you want to apply to the benefit? The first is that you need to file your tax return. So availability of the program really depends on your adjusted family net income, and that's going to be measured based on what's on your income tax return. So you're going to need to check to make sure that you filed your income taxes so that the government can assess whether the program is available to you. And the way that the government is currently rolling out the program is that they're sending letters to Canadians as they become eligible to receive the benefit. So if they read your return, they deem that you're able to enroll in the program, they're sending you a letter in the mail so that you can initiate that application process. Once you receive that letter in the mail, there's going to be a telephone call with an access link. You're going to call Service Canada and you're going to apply over the phone. Once your application is processed, it indicates on the website that that application process is fairly rapid. You will receive a welcome package from Sun Life. So the government of Canada is partnering with Sun Life to administer this benefit plan. Sun Life will send you a package in the mail. Now, this is a very important key. You need to wait and make sure that you get your benefits card and package from Sun Life before you schedule or make appointments. So if you go ahead and you make a phone call to Service Canada and they say, yep, you've been approved for the program, you have to hold off in making an appointment and going to the dentist until you actually get your benefit card, you get your information in the mail so that at the dentist they can file the claim for your benefits while you're there. Online applications, you might be wondering, why can't we just do this process online? The government this week has indicated that they're going to be making an online application process available starting in May of this year. So now let's spend some time talking about what that process will look like once you are at the dentist. How do you work with your existing dentist, for example? So you might be wondering or hoping that you can work with your local dentist and want to know, can you go to that dentist and have the coverage apply for services that you receive there? So the way that it's going to work is that dentists, I believe, are going to need to enroll themselves in the program. So a good step might be to reach out to your local dentist or your preferred dentist and ask them, hey, are you going to be participating in the Canada Dental Care Plan, and will I be able to get services from you that will be covered by the plan? So now we'll spend some time talking about coverage amounts. So the way that the dental care plan will work is that the lower your income, the more coverage that you're going to be able to get from the plan. So if your family income is lower than $70,000, then 100% of the services that you receive that are covered by the Canada Dental Care Plan will be paid for. There will be no out-of-pocket expenses for you. If your income is between $70,000 and $79,999, the plan will cover 60% of eligible services, 40% will be paid out of your pocket. And if your family income is between $80,000 and $90,000, then the plan will cover 40% of the expenses, and you'll be needing to pay out of pocket around 60% or exactly 60% of the expenses. So we'll use a simple example. If your family income in 2022 was $75,000 and you got $200 worth of covered services at your dentist, the plan will cover $120 of those services, which means that you will have to pay out of your pocket at the time of the services $80 to the dentist. The covered portion will not be charged at the dentist, so it's not a reimbursement program. It's not that you'll have to pay the full amount. It's not, in our example, you won't have to pay the full $200. You only need to cover the copay amount that you're on the hook for. The dentist will have needed to have been in advance enrolled with the Canada Dental Care Plan in order that they can get reimbursements directly. You won't have to take receipts and submit them through a portal. It will all sort of be handled on the back end. If you're currently a member of a benefits plan through your workplace or in the past have had that experience, it should work similar to that, where the dentist, at the time that the services are rendered, they're only charging you the amount that you're on the hook for your copay. Now, one thing that you may need to check with your dental care provider first is that they're going to be enrolled in the plan. So first check with them to make sure that they're going to be enrolling in the plan. And then the second thing you're going to want to check with them is whether their price cards for covered services are going to match the covered amounts. So my understanding of the plan is that they're going to set out sort of a cap on a per service basis how much they're going to reimburse. So they might say that a cleaning service, the most that they're going to reimburse for is a cleaning service that's worth $200. If your dental care provider is typically charging $240 for that same service, that means that there's going to be an amount over and above the covered service that you may need to pay out of pocket. Long story short, you're going to want to communicate with your dentist and determine, is their rate card for services going to differ from the government's rate card that they're going to be reimbursing against? And if that's the case, you're going to want to know in advance and plan to pay for those additional fees out of your pocket. So next we'll talk about the types of services that are going to be covered. The intent of the plan is to cover most general preventative services, including scaling, polishing, cleaning, sealants, and fluoride, diagnostic services, including x-rays, fillings, root canal treatments, and it indicates also that they're going to be adding more services later this year, and they're going to continue to update the website as more services are rolled out. So next we'll talk about the next steps, what you can do if either you're currently eligible for the plan or you're going to be eligible later this spring. The first one is make sure that you file your income taxes. If you haven't yet filed your 2022 income tax return, make sure that you do that. The second one is make sure that your home address is current on the CRA system. If you've moved in the past year and you haven't yet updated your address in the system, that means that the letter that's being sent in the mail is probably going to the wrong address. You're going to want to update that in the system so that when they mail you your access code, that goes to the correct address. The third step is call your local dental care provider, your local dentist, and ask them if they intend to enroll in the program, and then ask them also if their costs for services are going to be different than the covered amounts that the government is going to be covering through the dental care plan. And if there are any gaps there, you're going to want to make sure to plan for those in advance. And I've also included a number of resources in the description section below, some articles from the government website, as well as some articles that were released this week that talk more about the plan and the rollout and what to expect. All in all, I think that the addition of dental care services for Canadian seniors, Canadian retirees, is a welcome benefit. One of the big differences going from being part of a workplace plan to retirement is that you lose those benefits and you kind of realize the amount of out-of-pocket costs that can come with maintaining your health in retirement. So this new measure, this new program for Canadian seniors, many of whom don't have that coverage and that benefit from their workplace plan anymore, this should come as a welcome change and a welcome benefit for those Canadians. Thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you're alerted when new videos are posted. Thanks again, and I'll speak with you soon. Take care.